Relaxing on this bench probably can't be that relaxing because you're about 10 feet away from sewage.
and those gas tank fumes, that's not great.
Yeah. All right, ladies, ready for a sewer level?
I do like that Aerith is the first character that gets visibly bored while you take a nap.
Yeah.
They ran out of conversation long ago.
Yeah. Cloud slept for a full 8 hours. So yeah, we picked up new weapons for Tifa at the end of the last episode, these feathered gloves.
Yeah.
These have some pretty good upgrades in them. Aside from, like, stat stuff, there's one that is just, the backstabber thing, doing more damage when you punch stuff from behind.
Mm-hmm.
But we've also got just a 10% boost to how quickly her gauge fills up when she's punching stuff.
Okay. So this is your weapon for the Tifa never stop ATBing build.
Yeah. Because there's a couple speed upgrades in this as well. But the really good one is this concentration skill. This makes it so that every time she enters battle, she has a 70% chance of just leveling up her chi once automatically. So you don't have to pop 2 unbridled strengths at the start to power her up. You only have to do it once if you want to get to max.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, aside from that, decent attack, decent speed, not as good as some of the others, but some of the unique upgrades she gets for this make up for that. And it also comes with an ability we'll see in a little bit that, like I said last episode, is probably the most anime attack you can do in this game.
I'll miss those Sonic Strikers, though.
Yeah. Sonic Strikers and Metal Knuckles are probably the ones I use the most personally. The Feather Gloves are pretty good, though. Mm-hmm. Also, yes, Sonic Strikers, my favorite sports video game.
I like playing as Metal Knuckles in Sonic Strikers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I was editing the commentary for episode 17 just last night, and you brought up how you could probably make a pretty decent fighting game out of this game.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the characters from this game, some of the main party members, are in a fighting game, PlayStation 1 game that Squaresoft put out called Urguys?
Ooh.
What was the subtitle for that? I think it was Urguys God Bless the Ring or something like that. If that's not the subtitle, they at least say it a lot in the game, God Bless the Ring.
Don't hold that.
Mm-hmm. From what I remember, it's not a particularly great game, but I think Cloud, Tifa, and Sephiroth are all playable in that game as, like, unlockable characters.
No surprises there.
Hey, Aerith, nice to see you. Glad you could make it. Still on that ladder while we were doing rat business?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Tifa's on the job when it comes to killing the rats, because she has to deal with that at 7th Heaven, I guess.
I'll protect you.
I'm pretty good at protecting myself.
Yeah, this is just what Last Call looks like.
The crabs included. So I've got First Strike on Tifa, as well as the Scarf that also gives you a boost to her gauge right at the start of every battle. And that, with just her naturally higher luck and a luck up materia, means that you can start off every battle with her immediately stealing from an enemy and having a decent chance of getting whatever they have.
Let's do it right.
Got a crab. These are some bad crabs. The Scissor Claws, they barely take any damage from physical stuff, and they have that guard move where they will just turtle up, or crab up, I guess. And if you hit them from the front while they're guarding like that, you'll bounce off them, and then they'll hit you with a kind of strong counterattack that you can't, like, avoid.
So it's my turn?
Also, they spit poison bubbles everywhere, and they just leave.
One more shot. Feeling chilly?
If you just walk into that, you just
Don't do that.
take constant damage. Yeah.
Maybe you just shouldn't do that. Everything
do
that,
that.
huh?
Also, the bubbles stay after battle.
Oh, I don't like that.
They just wait until their timer goes out, you know, regardless if the battle's still going or not, and it still hurts you.
I don't like that one bit.
God, yet another locked Corneo door. Saw one of those all the way back in like episode 13, I think. All the way back to Sector 5.
In the slums.
Yeah. In the garbage piles.
Wow, he really wants to protect the poop chute and the garbage. This dude has a true empire to be envied.
Is it safe to go through here? It's really dark. I'm sure we'll be fine. Come on. Hey, Cloud. Assuming Corneo was telling us the truth, what do you think Shinra's really up to? I mean, they've got to have an endgame, but I can't imagine what it is. Destroying a whole chunk of the city just to get back at us doesn't make any kind of sense.
Yeah, I can't imagine any way they could profit from it. It's gonna cost them a fortune to rebuild.
Corneo's lying. He's gotta be. Guys like him do it all the time out of habit.
Yeah, and who's gonna pay for that? It's fine. It's fine.
I mean, they've already purposefully, like, set you up and blown up their reactors way more than you wanted to blow them up, and that's probably very expensive to fix anyways, so...
Oh, what, you think somebody's gonna outbid them for the contract to rebuild their own city?
Yeah.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
At this point, I guess dropping 1/8 of your city on top of the city that's below that one.
I call that a quarterly growth opportunity. Okay, sure, they're trying to take out Avalanche, but it's not like they like any of the other people down there.
Yeah.
Locked up tight.
But not if we use the skeleton key Jesse made.
Huh. Does this mean it's in the water?
We'll see.
We're still following Stamp all this time.
I enjoy that the stamp graffiti gimmick comes back for this part of the dungeon as well.
That's a power generator, all right.
Wow. Talk about ancient.
It's an antique. Older than the Mako reactors, even. It'd be a miracle if it still works.
There's a lot of little things in this game that when you're in the area and first seeing them, it's like, oh, that's a cool detail, and then you go on with the game, kind of forget about it, and almost all of them at least come up again one more time.
I love how slowly and gingerly Cloud walks sometimes.
Yeah.
Hey, would you look at that?
And let there be light.
Shoot stars, baby. Shoot those stars.
When Cloud was right next to those lockers in the previous room, and I was just like, wow, those are kind of short. That reminds me, we got... It seems just about every Final Fantasy Vegas has a canonical height.
Of course not.
Cloud's kind of short. He's 5'8".
Oh, okay.
Yeah. A lot, from what I remember, because somebody made like a chart showing the height of the protagonists, and they're all actually kind of short. I think there's only like 1 or 2 protagonists that's taller than 6 feet.
Here it comes! This one's for you!
This must be why I relate to Cloud Strife so much.
Stay back!
Yeah, a compact body is a body good at backflips.
Yeah, that's true.
You ever seen a tall Olympic gymnast?
Silly?
No,
No, there you go.
See you
makes
around.
sense. So yeah, in this dungeon is just like some of the others we've gone through in the past, where in the original game it was more of a transitional area that was, you know, 2 or 3 screens long max. But we got some gimmicks. We got gross sewage water to drain. We got stamps to follow.
Yes, slew of skates and Stamp. What else do you need?
Got all this graffiti stamp guarding the treasure.
When do we meet Avalanche's resident graffiti artist? I want to know who got into Avalanche with their graphic design degree.
What if it's the actual illustrator for Stamp?
Oh, shit. They defected.
Yeah. Like, they still have to do their normal job, but it's also like an undercover thing. getting all the intel and the latest stamp books and propaganda, so we can get ahead of it and make our own counter propaganda.
And that's how none of their stamp wayfinding signs get found, because they're all perfectly on model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's copyright law like in Gaia, in Midgar? Is it really aggressive? Is Shinra like Disney but with stamp?
Shinra owns all of it. That's all you need to know about copyright law.
I guess so, yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess like aside from local businesses and like Walmart and stuff, you don't see any other named corporations at all.
No. I'm pretty sure the Honeybee Inn is a front for Shinra.
Probably.
It worked!
They definitely seem like they have a decent amount of Shinra clientele, so it totally seems like it seems like one of those, it's like One-Eyed Jacks from Twin Peaks or something, you know? It's like the place you take your business associates to butter them up.
Wait a minute. I know this place. Sector 7 should be just on the other side of this waterway.
So this is where Sector 6 ends.
And where Sector 7 begins. Once we cross over, we can start looking for a way back to the surface.
Might be harder than you think.
Let's just try to make our way down this tunnel. See if we can't use those gates to clear a path. We can do this. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, for sure.
Should probably just kill these critters.
Yeah.
Don't hold back.
You got it!
All right, so Tifa's new ability from her weapon is called Star Shower.
Ooh.
It is a fairly strong attack, but after you use it, her next magic attack or ability she uses will be powered up more than normal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a really anime move of her zipping around and punching a guy like 12 times in 3 seconds. It's really good. Like, it's really fun to slow down if you can even manage to get her like in one of the key poses she strikes because she goes so fast. But yeah,
She learned that one from Johnny.
yeah. This is one of those moves where it's like, even if I don't really have any move I really need to use with her, I'll just default to that one. Just because it's the coolest looking one. All these Corneo gates.
Damn it, Don Corneo. I would love it if more organized crime had the sort of brand awareness
Yeah.
Don Corneo had. Like Tony Soprano's face spray painted on the side of a warehouse.
Yeah, I can't really think of any crime syndicates or crime bosses that really have their own branding, except for like the closest thing you get is like Yakuza families. They're like pins. And again, that's just experience I have from playing the Yakuza games, and I don't know how much of that is ever been true or real. If I take Yakuza at face value, every Yakuza has the most coolest tattoo on their back, and they can rip their shirts off in half a second to fight.
I mean, so can I just don't.
Wow. I
Because
can't
my
do that.
tattoo isn't cool enough.
Oh, okay. What's the tattoo?
It's just like, it's Bart Simpson. And he's saying, don't have a man cow. Because he's like, cryptid hunter Bart Simpson is sort of the thing I'm going for.
Yeah, Cryptid Hunter Bart Simpson. That was my
Yeah.
favorite episode of The Simpsons. One of the Treehouse of Horrors, probably, if I had to guess.
Compared to us, at least.
See, I've been stealing from the Scissor Claws a couple of times. If you manage to steal from them, you get sedatives. Don't know why the crabs got those, but...
Man, they had a long day.
I guess so.
Feeling chilly? No surprises there.
All these scissor claws have just got, like, workplace anxiety from working in the sewer. Yeah, if you use the sedatives, that gives you the sadness status effect.
Oh no.
Or it cures fury if you got fury.
Okay.
We saw the sadness effect briefly previous episode ago, fighting Abzu when he starts licking people, but
Makes you sad. Makes you very sad.
Increases your defense, but makes your limit break gauge fill up very slowly. I guess sadness increasing defense kind of makes sense, because when I'm sad, I go into like the fetal position. I turtle up. So
you put up your emotional walls.
Yeah.
Maybe you curl up in a blanket. That blanket has to have like what, 2 AC maybe. Sadness is cured by the hot cocoa, a consumable item.
Oh yeah. Or if you just have like the heat blanket accessory equipped, that does it too.
Sadness runs on a timer, but if you turn on the office, it moves at double speed.
just sadness debuffs 50% shorter.
Try to stay behind me.
Hey, you want some sadness?
Hey.
Hey.
Every little bit. Bring it.
I love I think it's Sahagin. I used to say it's Sahagin. Their name got pronounced in Final Fantasy XIV, but I forgot by this point.
The intelligent tribe of fishmen.
Yes. Turtle fishmen.
I'll show you what I can do.
Like, that guy might be a Shinra employee. I think it's okay to kill him.
Yeah.
Buckle up. It's your turn.
Sometimes this guy goes and gets drinks with Shinra middle managers, so you gotta take him out.
That wasn't so bad.
That spear was a gift from Shinra middle manager, actually.
Shinra middle manager says he's not racist because he has a fish friend. Why does it take so long to flip switches?
Yeah, it's
Why
like...
is the game asking, are you sure?
Yeah,
All
like...
right. Now we should be able to get across.
I know for some of the switches, it is because... when you're holding it down, it's like signaling the game, like, okay, it's time to stream in the next section of the level.
Oh,
but
okay.
I don't know if all of them are like that. I think just because like some doors are hold to flip, they wanted to keep it consistent. Maybe, I don't know.
I love watching these pontoon platforms just flip out.
Oh yeah.
Damn it. I can't stop thinking about what Corneo said.
I know. Me too.
It's gotta be a trick. There's no way they'd go that far. But what if Corneo really was telling the truth? We have to get there in time to stop it. We have to.
Right.
Aerith, what are you not telling me?
Huh?
Guys, come on. We gotta keep moving.
Coming! I'll go first. Okay, Aerith, your turn.
On my way. Here we go.
Almost there.
Aerith, jump!
That was close.
Thanks, you saved me.
Least I could do.
Hear that, Cloud? Come on.
So there's a couple minor bits of dialogue here where, you know, it's just like, oh god, we gotta keep going, or oh no, I hope this bad thing isn't gonna happen. And it reminds me of a similar thing that happens in Kingdom Hearts 3, the Monsters, Inc. world, where they basically had no plot for the entire thing, and you were just trying to rescue Boo. So every 10 steps, there's another cutscene with Mike and Sully telling Sora, Donald, and Goofy, like, we gotta look for Boo! We gotta keep going!
Focus.
Still thinking about the plate?
Yeah.
The future isn't set in stone. That's what I always tell myself.
Yeah? I hope you're right.
How about this then? Think of something fun. After saving Sector 7, you're gonna...
I'm gonna... go shopping. Topside. I'll buy stuff for the bar, decorations, coasters.
Can I come?
You'd better.
Then it's a date.
Cloud can carry all our stuff.
He'll be our pack chocobo.
What was that about me?
Nothing.
Huh?
Huh? No way!
Come on, Tifa! Cloud! Hold on tight!
On 3, okay? 1, 2, 3!
Sorry about that.
No need to be.
I think the biggest company, the biggest like commercial enterprise to rival Shinra that we've seen so far is the Moogle Kid.
Yeah, yes.
Magi has the most non-Shinra assets in all of Midgar.
I just hope that Magi is like a recurring character in further remake games, and like by the end he's like a fucking like oil tycoon or something. A direct competitor to Mako Energy. Oil. Also, destroying the planet, maybe.
Yeah, but we got a longer clock on this one. It's
Yeah,
different.
true.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
Magi's given like presentations to potential investors, and it's just like, okay, benefits of oil, still bad, but not literal blight of the planet.
Yeah, what's those gas canisters? Is that just for Mako? Is there Mako in there?
I think it would just look like there was Mountain Dew in there.
There's Mako in there.
And I do wonder if there's, because like back in the Sector 5 slums, like there were those random dudes talking about like, did you hear about the new Shinra sponge? That's like Mako infused or whatever. Like, is Mako just liquid form, or are there other like Mako-based fuels that they've derived?
I bet you can crystallize a Mako, and then you can, can powder the Mako.
Probably.
Moving on.
Dehydrated Mako.
That just feels like 50 years down the line, you're gonna get a lot of old people with like lung problems because they breathed in a lot of like Mako-based asbestos or something, you know? All this Mako-based paint.
The very decorative Don Corneo gates, like, it's the one thing that looks like a Metroidvania in this game.
Yeah, it does, right?
I'm eventually going to be Don Corneo's best friend, and I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to get a missile ammo upgrade from behind that door.
Yep.
Watch yourself. I'll take care of them.
Yeah, Tifa's gonna be able to get a morph ball ability.
Buckle up.
The ice being the crab's weakness does make sense if you visited a grocery store with a seafood section.
That's where Aerith got the idea from.
Yeah.
Wonder how edible the scissor claws are.
I don't know. I don't know, and I don't think I want to know.
It would be a lot of meat, at least.
They think you're pretty edible. There's that.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means in the long run.
Why are all monsters friends with each other? Why is the floating fish friends with rats?
Because they spend a lot of time together down here. They have been through it.
That's that.
And we're safe.
Every group of monsters is just you're interrupting a support group for like Mako mutation survivors.
I really... Also, yeah, again, look, like the fish man is just hanging out with that other fish, and it looks like they're having a chat.
Probably talking about these intruders that got flushed down the Corneo hole.
Is this where he flushes down his previous wives, too?
Missed opportunity for some environmental storytelling.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of skeletons wearing really baller gowns.
Yeah. Got a new blorb.
Got a new blorb.
Love to get that. Those
Everybody
blorbs.
look at the blorb. Gather around the blorb.
So warding materia lets you prevent or reduce the length of status effects. But it's based on what materia you have linked to it. So, if the materia can like block a status effect for you, it just tells you in the description. But like the binding materia, which we can use to do like a couple different status effects on enemies. If you link that up with warding, now you have protection against sleep, silence, and berserk all at once.
Oh, okay, yeah.
At level 1, the warding materia just reduces how long those status effects last by 25%, but once you get it fully maxed out, it just prevents those status effects. You're just immune to them. I'm forgetting which materia it is at the moment, but there's a status effect we have not come across yet. It's kind of rare, but it shows up closer towards the end of the game that's just instant death.
Ooh.
And thankfully there is a materia that, if you link it up to the warding materia, helps prevent against instant death.
I'll show you what I can do.
love that Tifa has a dive kick and that it's just called dive kick.
Yeah. They're not hiding it at all.
No.
Let's go. Go on.
Hey Tifa, who do you play in dive kick? Who's your main?
Johnny Gat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was the Baz, but what do I know?
Get him. You ready? Keep it up. There's skeletons. One more shot.
Worked up a good sweat.
Although instant death in this game is, like, when people lose their HP, they're just more knocked out rather than dead. But it would be real messed up if instant death was like permadeath. Like, they're canonically dead now. You cannot bring them back. Phoenix Downs do nothing.
That would be great. then you have to like go back to your Avalanche buddies and promote them to full player character status.
Oh man.
You get to take Biggs and Wedge out once Barrett and Tifa die.
Here goes.
You know, I'd be down with having them as real party members.
This one's for you.
I'd like that.
Get him. Feeling chilly? I think we're almost done.
Yeah.
That's a win.
That's it. You did it. Good job reading those HP meters, Aerith. You figured it out. Oh, the poop pumps.
Oh no. Yep, the poop pumps.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to be off right now. They're not really pumping, it appears, but...
Well, just wait until Don Corneo wakes up in the morning. Did he eat flubber? Seriously, what was going on with that boy's tummy?
Yeah, that dude got a jiggly tummy.
Look, that must be the way out.
I wonder. There must be some way we can lower the water level. Guys, check it out. Seventh Heaven's water tank has something similar. I'm betting we can use this to control the sewage level.
Hey, Cloud. You want to give it a try?
This ought to drain the water. Right?
No luck?
Must be busted.
A red light indicates a blockage, apparently. We can use the hand pump to clear the blockage. Sounds about right. I remember having to do this at the bar before.
All right.
Aerith, you mind giving me a hand? Cloud, you stay put. Keep an eye out for more red lights.
Wait, I'm not sure.
Trust me, this is the best way to handle it. We'll be back soon.
I'm gonna talk about my anxiety more with my feelings, friend. You stay behind, Cloud. Hey, are you still thinking about what Don Corneo said?
Oh my god, totally.
I still can't keep thinking about the very real threat to the lives of everyone I know.
So maybe this is a little different from the one at the bar. More industrial?
Alright, poop pump minigame. A new minigame, not from the original. The sewer had like no mechanics in the original game.
Mm-hmm.
So as Aerith, you gotta pull that lever up. As Tifa, you gotta pump it to increase the pressure, that red zone. And then once it hits max, you gotta flip this while the arrow is in the red section.
Mm-hmm.
Try to stay in sync.
I was sick while recording this. Didn't want to do this fucking minigame again. I fucked up the first one a couple times. I'm sorry. Damn, that was an easy one too.
Keep calm.
But every time you fuck up, you only lose a little bit of the pressure you built up.
I was
So
noticing. That's nice.
yeah. So it's you can do it eventually. Ta-da.
There we go.
Spectacular.
Sure.
Yeah, each time the arrow gets faster, it's harder to build up pressure.
Hey, there we go.
There you go, right?
That's the ticket.
That went well.
Yeah, Tifa, why don't you use your new ability?
better.
You just pump that
Okay.
8,000 times.
Yeah. For some reason, this setup is almost close to, like, one of those seesaw mine carts.
All right, I think that did it.
Wonderful.
Okay, let's head back. Cloud's probably getting worried.
Nicely done.
We make a great team.
Go team!
We don't need you anymore, sword boy.
Oh man, I've been replaced.
Go home. You know, to that place that I am also from.
This won't take long.
Not at all!
Yeah, so the Sahagin aren't too hard to manage when they're just on their own, but whenever there's more than one of them, it gets way harder because you constantly have to manage. There's almost always one of them in the air about to land on your head with their spear. And just all of their attacks are kind of hard hitting, and they can just knock you around, and it can be difficult.
Okay. There. Let's finish. Go on!
Thank God there's barely anything in this game that is that can resist the dive kick, though.
Enough! That's it! Finish him off! Here he comes! Glad that's over.
If this is what you want.
Do you think the Sahagin exists down here? Because, like, people get their kids baby turtles for pets, and then they get too big, so they flush them, and then they get Mako irradiated.
Oh no.
And after they get Mako irradiated, they develop, like, a language and culture and society.
Yeah.
One more shot!
I don't know, because it's like
Stay strong, okay?
most of the enemies in this first game are the same ones you would encounter in this part in the original, but they definitely brought in some later game enemies from the original just because either they're iconic or they just needed more monster variety. So like, yeah, it's hard to tell which monsters are the ones that are mutated from Mako and which ones are just fantasy creatures from outside.
So there's like a Sahagin pressure to immigrate for like jobs. Yeah.
Yeah, these are the actual workers in the sewer. Like, they maintain Midgard's sewers. And they're very territorial of anyone else coming in and doing their job.
Yeah. They're trying to kill you because you just played with the pump.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you are violating union rules, okay? We take that very
man.
I'll
seriously
show you
here.
what I can do. This one's for you!
Every union member gets one spear.
Close.
Uh-oh, speaking of... Oh, God. Oh, God.
Maybe this'll do the trick.
See, I mentioned these guys have a move where they can turn you into toads.
Yes. I've been waiting for somebody to become the Frog
I'll take
Prince.
care of you. Oh, let's go.
Yeah, it's gonna happen pretty soon. So they have this move called Harpoon Hurl.
The Harpoon Hurl is my favorite ride at the county fair.
Yeah, right here. So when they throw their harpoon, it sticks into the ground, and then like a half second later, it explodes. And if you're not blocking that explosion, you will get turned into a toad.
Oh no!
Also, when they throw their spear and it blows up, they just don't have their spear anymore. They just punch you instead.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Let's pour on the
I've got this. So long.
Yeah. Cloud's gonna get hit by this harpoon hurl. He's a toad.
Hey, buddy, look at you!
Every party member has a different toad model, so when Cloud is a toad, he's got a very tiny buster stored on his back.
But he's never looked this happy before.
Yeah.
Can we just leave him this way? He seems great.
Aerith, as a toad, has a little bow on the top of her head. And on top of, like, everybody having a different toad accessory, they also have, like, different, like, patterns on them and stuff. If you're blocking as a toad, you just stay really flat to the ground, and a fair amount of attacks will not hit you because you're just so short that they just whiff right over you.
I mean, people think this is adorable, but you have to keep in mind, toads only cast magic spells when they're very distressed.
You can still fight as a toad. You got a basic combo.
See, look at him. Come on.
He's having a blast.
Don't tell me this isn't a character improvement.
Yeah. Yeah, you can still fill up your ATB gauge. You can spit bubbles, magic bubbles that are just like floating mines that detonate on impact.
Nice.
There is one ability toads have called leapfrog, and you just hop on enemies' heads. It's funny, some materia still work as a toad, like elemental material. I'm still doing little fire-based frog kicks right now.
Time to end this. Giving it my all.
Hang back. I'll go on ahead and secure the exit.
Cloud! Looks like they're hungry for more. We're not delicious. Not even a little bit.
Get going.
Now. Okay.
You too.
But there's too many of them.
Not for me.
Hurry.
Last warning. Back off or die.
Cloud! Come on!
Understood. The Avalanche mission's been approved. We ought to proceed as planned.
This is bullshit. What the hell are they thinking?
Threats to public order are to be summarily put down. This is what we've always done.
Summarily put down. Guess it's a little late to grow a conscience.
Might as well get paid.
Just on patrol.
Don't worry. We'll make it in time.
Hey, guess what? It's the train graveyard.
Train graveyard. You're the ghost now.
Ah!
Can't believe they locked up this vending machine that clearly has the good stuff.
This is why so many people risk their lives to go into the train graveyard.
For a colliginous bracelet.
Ah, yes. I really need to buy a pair of earrings that makes my fireballs 10% stronger. And the only place I can find those is the train graveyard.
It's just so big.
Yeah.
And it's gonna fall right on your head.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's like...
We could get lost in here.
This is the train graveyard, all right. A real treasure trove of scrap. Sector 7 should be just past that large maintenance facility over there. I vote we stay in the light so we can see where we're going.
Dark, dark everywhere.
That it?
This train graveyard is so shoddy they don't even bury them. Just left out to rot.
You know you're supposed to bury trains 12 feet deep. Otherwise it attracts ghosts.
You ever seen a train decompose? It's nasty. You want to get that out of sight.
All these train skeletons.
It's deserted and kind of creepy.
People don't come around here often. Not just because of the monsters, but because of the stories.
What kind?
Everyone seems to think that the train graveyard is haunted.
Those who lose their way out there in the dark of night will never, ever find their way back home again.
Is that right?
I mean, it's not like I think it's true or anything. But you know, it's just...
Then let's hurry.
The three of you have seen ghosts.
Yeah, but these are like ghosts.
Oh, that is different. That's different.
This is like the Scooby-Doo variety of ghosts, I think.
Ah, so there's buried treasure somewhere in the train graveyard, and we're trying to scare us meddling kids away from it.
And Shinra middle manager would have gotten away with it if it weren't for these kids and Stamp.
If it weren't for his need to loudly announce how he's smarter and braver and cooler than Avalanche.
We got another weapon for Aerith hidden over here. Pretty quickly after we got her previous one. She hasn't even learned the ability for the current one she's got, so hold off on the new weapon for a bit.
Well, you should be playing as her when you fight all these fish fools.
It's true.
Somebody's been handling these boxes.
Some weird Death Stranding boxes.
Looks like a kindergarten class has been through here. We gotta keep moving.
I hear 30 years ago an entire kindergarten class died while doing an art project in the train graveyard.
You can still hear the kids asking for juice boxes to this very day.
What do you think of this drink? Don't catch a cold.
Some say the souls of the kindergartners got transformed into big rats.
I don't believe it. But the rats do enjoy their nap time all the same.
Now, if this were a Yoko Taro game, those rats absolutely would have been the souls of dead children. If this were a slightly different Square Enix property.
How did the trains get parked this way? What is the mechanism by which? Did they bring in the giant robot hands just for train times?
Giant robot hands just scattered them fucking wherever.
Because the thing about trains is, they're generally very orderly.
Guys, what was that? Don't scare me like that.
Oh, what the fuck are you?
Oh, the Cripshays are gross. They, we scanned these guys. They have creepy faces.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
They got creepy eyeballs. Ooh, I don't like them.
They look like a cross between a chimp and a pug.
Yes.
But then they got all that other stuff going on.
Yeah, they're kind of nightmares. Kind of tough to fight too. They have that leech move. They'll knock someone down and just like start sucking the life out of them, and it heals them a ton. But the main thing is that
I'll show you what I can do.
they just have a couple different moves where they just charge at you with their weird mandible horns. And if you're not blocking that, you will get like stun locked into taking the entire charge, which hits multiple times in a row. It hits hard. Once they finish that attack, you get knocked over, and if you're fighting a group of these, which you pretty much always are, there's a chance that while you are knocked down, another one is charging at you, and you'll get like stun locked into another attack. One of the good things, though, is that Tifa's like dodge slide parry move very easily juggles these guys and pressures them.
Yeah.
So
Stun lock them back. Turnabout's fair play and all that.
I think I just heard a little kid. Did you guys hear it too?
Why would there be kids out here this late?
What? Then...
Oh no. My pill alarm is going off on my phone, and it's across the room from me right now. Oh man, it's playing that jaunty music from Evangelion, where Shinji's hanging out and with Asuka and stuff.
Do take your pills.
Yep.
Do.
Yep, it's that song. Well, that's not getting picked up in the mic, so whatever.
Antibiotics work best on a schedule. Do.
So, Aerith's new weapon, the mithril rod.
It looks really good for beating the dust out of rugs.
Yeah. So it's got this, it's got Bloodsucker, which every time an enemy is defeated, Aerith will just recover some health, even if she doesn't beat them.
Mm-hmm.
And also, magic attacks that are done when her MP is at full are 20% stronger. So, combining that with her ability to just suck MP out of enemies, you can just like alternate between that and casting a full MP spell and do a bunch of extra damage that way. The cool thing about the mithril rod is the new ability it gives Aerith just lets her shoot lasers. She just gets to shoot lasers now.
Sometimes she has a butterfly, sometimes she has a magic pool, and sometimes she has lasers.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I gotta turn this alarm off. I'll be right back. Uh-oh.
So here we see in the pre-recorded video that more accessories are being looked at, and he probably planned to say something about some other finer points of the build in this moment. But we're just gonna head out to the rest of the train graveyard instead. Okay.
Oops. Thought I had my phone on mute. Guess not. What a jaunty tune to remind me to take my pills. No big changes from that build for Aerith or anybody. Just we're just gonna focus on the shooting lasers part for now.
Now, when you use that alarm tone, is it because you're supposed to take your antibiotics with a frothy draft of some reliable macro brew?
Yeah, living that.
Slam it down ice cold.
Yeah, living that Misato life. Drinking beers. I live with a penguin. Don't know if I told you I got a pet penguin, but I do.
You know, my critique of that show, the penguin was not in nearly enough of it. There wasn't. I expected a lot more penguin business after like the first 2 episodes.
The first time I was exposed to Eva, like, you know, forever ago, before I even watched it, like, I just knew there was a penguin.
Yeah, people love that penguin, and the penguin fucking disappears. Like, the penguin does nothing.
All I knew is, like, okay, the penguin shows up to the congratulations scene. That's very iconic. Also, here's Aerith shooting lasers. It takes 2 ATB to fire a laser, but it hits multiple times, does good damage, and if an enemy is staggered, just like Tifa's moves, it will increase their stagger damage percentage. And she floats while shooting the laser.
Oh my god.
It's your turn.
Right?
That's a final boss move.
Yeah.
The float really sells it. Damn.
Yeah, I love the pose she strikes. Like, she's is a very elegant looking way to fire a fucking laser.
This place seriously looks like it's haunted by kindergartners, though. This is fucked up.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Also, they drew a lot of off-brand Pokemon, I think. A lot of ghost types, actually. All right, now if I start finding pieces of paper with Thanksgiving hand turkeys traced with crayon, I'm gonna start getting real worried.
Find a bunch of letters to Santa that have like the usual toys, and then some really sad things like a bed I don't have to share with all 3 of my siblings.
What? There's only 1 gill in that chest. These dang kids are pranking me.
Oh, you are going the wrong way, clearly.
Oh.
Did Magi put y'all up to this? Is this Magi? Magi.
Magi has repurposed the train graveyard into one gigantic actor-filled escape room. It's an incredible experience.
It's called Kupo no More.
It's pricier than normal escape rooms, but damn. It's worth the money. 1,000 gil per person.
The train graveyard is haunted by the souls of all the children that Chadley sucked the life out of to remain forever young.
Yeah. Chadley's 89 years old right now.
Yeah. He just keeps transferring his consciousness into another prepubescent boy over and over again.
Maybe that's why Chadley was, like, the first time we met him, he was kind of getting out the calipers when looking at Cloud, trying to figure out if he was, like, an ideal host for his consciousness.
I love that new technique for Tifa because it looks like she's writing her signature in punches.
Yeah. There's a lot of destruction anytime she has to sign a check or something.
Ooh, Plorb.
Plorbs. It's another HP up, but it's always nice to have more of those.
Yeah.
At this point, there's been enough free HP up Plorbs that you can pick up that, like, you could fill up, like, half of Barrett's materia slots just with those, and he would be extra beefy. He goes to my left, and he goes to my right. I don't want to get pranked.
Stuck in the middle with Boo.
Huh? What is that?
You okay?
All good, I think.
Still in one piece here, too. Guys?
Seriously?
Come on, huh? Well, that's inviting.
All right, let's see what's inside.
Well, what do you think?
I'm game.
Huh?
But...
It'll be fine. We've got a bodyguard, don't forget. Mine. Right?
Ghosts aren't my thing.
You're just being modest. After you.
Mind letting me go then?
Wow, the closest Cloud's ever going to have to getting a girlfriend. Just make a save file here to revisit the memories whenever I want.
I love Archie Comics cover Cloud.